Hi, I'm Javon Wright. This week we are talking about great things with the Mental Health Awareness Week. This is the last day, the Sunday, the 11th. Today we're going to talk about a great institution that I learned from the Winter Park Community Center, which gave me resources to other outreaches. I learned about this institution, which I was kind of familiar with in my undergrad school, NAMI, about the National Mental Health Institution. We are here today outlining the topics of suicide, schizophrenia, depression during the pandemic, and suicide awareness, which is at a high risk, a high thing right now, all-time high, because you have people that have lost their job, some people in recovery still, just a lot of things going on. So, the crisis intervention has been very popular with this organization. I got feedback from one of the head team members, or actual a frontline management person, Christopher. Christopher gave me the inside with an online brochure about intervention, about the support, their education, the federal bills that NAMI supports, trying to improve public policies when it comes to mental health awareness, kind of like, engaging with society, letting people know that it's okay to ask for help, seek help. Don't try to so much stonewall or have, just a shutdown and not speak with somebody or whatever the case may be. But whatever services that NAMI doesn't have, as the city of Winter Park has done, whatever mental health resources they didn't have, they passed me along to someone who knew something and then sent me to the YMCA of Winter Park, Florida. Leaving there, they gave me a lead to NAMI over in Orlando, and then they have another location in Fern Park. Being able to show a community source or resource that was efficient enough to let me know what they had to offer, different outside referral services, affordable services. Some of them were free, some of them had no cost. All they asked that you would share their information, share, maybe just the group's name. I've seen people, post things and post hashtag with NAMI, the YMCA, different things of that sort, kind of like directing it in a positive manner with the mission, with the focus, with the objectiveness, and just improve yourself. Just, have somebody that you feel like that understands you, someone that actually cares, that's genuinely letting you know that it's okay to feel the way you're feeling, but seek help. We see this too many times, especially in these bad times that we're going through in these pandemics, that people are just losing it. People are just not being able to cope with what's going on in this crisis, being able to connect with people and being able to feel like that they're not going to recover from this situation. So you just have to go above and beyond and being able to share it. Someone gives you some type of knowledge, some type of something. Far as, for instance, I know with NAMI, when it came to posting resources, they posted all resources that are common within this area for the homeless. They had shelters, they had food banks, they had food drive, what days they can get the driving license reinstated, days that they have job fairs, just many of different resources to help someone get on their feet if the financial part is part of the situation, or they even have support groups that fits that targeted population. I know NAMI focuses on overall mental health illnesses, as far as what a person is diagnosed with clinically. And for those who walk in, those persons will have to register and go through a whole little process of becoming a member or a client of that organization. But they're willing to help you in any way, shape, size, or form. And what I was very impressed by, even though that the COVID-19 impact did a lot it significantly drew their attention towards more of essential needs, food, shelter, and with money being shifted in those directions, they keep the full service of services that they have to offer within that organization. They said going virtual was cheaper, it saved money, and they would still be able to fulfill obligations in seat and person as well. So I thought it was smart on that organization to go above and beyond and still extend services at a cheaper rate, not to go over the budget, not have to cut back on so much funding. And I'm pretty sure with the class that we had that last Thursday evening was pretty intense. Over 25 people in the Zoom meeting by itself. And people vent, as the group facilitated, things were said that I wouldn't share in too much detail, but a lot of people were in a lot of dark places. So when you have a place like NAMI to where you can go, great professionals, great people to help you to effectively give you a plan, draw out some type of plan a plan for a person to kind of like what to deal with, how you should cope with it, what do you feel or what do you think or what is your perspective on this situation? Do you think logically should you deal with everything at one time? I know my situation, I would share that everything I was going through was kind of like everywhere, so I didn't know where to start. So you have to gather everything together. From my situation with my plan, the person Christopher, when we intervened, we talked and we put a plan together. You put a plan together, you organize your plan, you go through it, you put your priorities first, which you feel like is what is most important. Deal with that problem, deal with that situation, create some type of goal setting, assign kind of like time management. Put your time here, put your time with this situation, deal with this. Being able to speak about it is a major step in Christ's intervention, and not being able to hold back and show your emotions and just show what's needed. You show that you actually care, you want to get this situation over with, you want to get past a certain level, you want to cope with something totally different. So my approach was empowerment with Chris. Chris gave me empowerment to be able to go to NAMI and other outside resources and places to be able to sit down and use these resources and even share them with the public, share them with people in my community that's within that 10 to 20 mile radius. Those people that may not be informed about those, so you already see how the connection starts. I might share it on social media, I might share it in person, I might share it somewhere. One person gets it, then another person gets it. And now you have people being informed where they can get help at affordable price or none at all, at no cost. So those type of things we have to take into consideration when speaking word of mouth, when being able to share and engage with other individuals, because word of mouth and social media has been a huge platform for the NAMI organization, for the outreach, for the YMCA, and going remotely, going virtual was a great experience because you can sit at home. You don't have to go out if you don't want to be, if it's not enough room or whatever the case may be. You're still able to feel the empathy that's going on, the sympathizing, seeing that others that are in this group that may be in a worse predicament than you, might just feel dark, gloomy, you never know. But the way
receiving helping hands from local churches around the community. They've been partnering with neighborhood Walmarts, giving away backpack supplies, food, pizza, hot dogs, even hand sanitizers.
Oh, that's interesting. What about you, young man?
I've received from Salvation Army, and I got some school supplies with sanitary stuff, and then I had a bus pass.
Oh, so they get your bus pass to go to school?
Yes.
What you saying? Okay. And how many did they get? Like, what was the resources like? For like 30-day bus passes?
It was a 30-day bus pass.
30-day bus pass. Okay, that's cool, man. That's pretty good, man. So NAMI really looks out for y'all, man. And then they connected y'all to churches and other outlets, other resources to help you kind of like get where you're going and get what you need to do and to help you be successful, and even sanitation stuff, man. I think that's real awesome. And then for you working for the center, you know, being able to elaborate with us and tell us about Walmart, how Walmart is, and, you know, the things that Walmart are doing for the community, giving back, hand sanitizer, mask, all those great things. So they just, you know, staying engaged within the community. The churches are the outlets and platforms, social media. I'm pretty sure you guys follow the City of Orlando on social media.
Yes.
NAMI, and, you know, far as, you know, everything else, they have all type of resources for everybody, you know, and even for the troubled youth and adolescents of the City of Orlando, Winter Park, and Edenville, and Rosemont, and all those surrounding areas, that they have some type of community center. Might even be lucky to have a YMCA and the center, and other Christian establishments like Frontline that's around the corner, where they help you with your homework.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, right in the Lake Man area around the corner. So yes, man, I'm so glad to have both of you gentlemen, man, and I enjoyed you guys, and you guys be great. And this Mental Health Awareness Week has been awesome, and we did it good.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. The city of Orlando as a whole has been limited on resources and funding. So we've been backed up behind NAMI, which is backed up behind the CARE Act. They've been helping us with housing, money situations with the kids, receiving backpacks and all types of resources for school. Even with if students don't attend school, they can come to the rec and attend virtual school there, do their virtual homework, and they'll still feel like they're a part of school.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's cool, man. So I even heard that they're doing rental assistance as well. They're helping people. They're contributing $1,000 from the City of Orlando through the CARES Act to keep people from getting evicted, from people being out on the streets, or even helping them find somewhere to rest their head at with those $1,000 or whatever the monetary amount is, substantial amount is. But with you, sir, tell me, when this whole pandemic happened and you seen how everything transitioned, what felt out of normal, like what wasn't normal to you anymore besides like the physical activities? For engaging with people, what did you feel? What did you experience? Far as like what made you feel down, depressed, kind of? Like, how did you feel?
It sucked because we had a pandemic, but I mean, it's been pretty good because we got to do a lot of things virtually, which we would be safe and just comfortable in our homes.
That's good. Yes. So I figured, since we have both individuals here, now NAMI within this community is known for generous givings, and usually they have giveaways and give backs all the time. With that not going on, far as the backpack drives, like you were saying, the back to school stuff, and that funding really not being there, what did it do for the community center? What did it make more people come to you guys for resources, or did you see that decline, or like what did you experience?
It made more people come to us. They were in need. We reached out to NAMI and for a helping hand, and they accepted it. And now we get to see the bright smiles on people's faces, all the kids and all the families.
And with the state opening up to stage 3 now, where you're allowed to do more, I know that you guys are still not doing field trips like that. That's not in the equation right now due to funding. I think the city was more targeted with I think they would be more targeted towards the educational part. I know that they had laps in computers, laptops, and things of that sort. So they were giving away laptops to the local community schools that much needed it. As far as Jones High School here, Evans High School, even with Edgewater and even Oak Ridge, matter of fact, was another area that people that didn't have Wi-Fi, things of that sort, even the Spectrums was also another part of NAMI's, one of their partners, community partners, was giving out free Wi-Fi for over 60 days to everybody. So anybody that was your neighbor that had Wi-Fi, you could use their Wi-Fi, but they gave you a certain code, a 5G network, where your kids were able to work at home and focus on their work without having to go to school and physically be in school if not needed to, if the parents had any concerns. Now, for both of you, before we go, NAMI recently did a food bank here. Now, when they do food banks, I want you to elaborate about how the churches also work with the community center as far as midnight basketball, those type of resources, like those type of events.
Yes, they've been very helpful. We've been trying to slowly and steady get back into it with the kids. They've been feeding a lot of children.
Here today, we're here with these two gentlemen,
John
and Craig today. We're here at the Hankins Park here in Orlando, which has a great partnership with NAMI. They assist individuals within this community with sports, with after-school activities, with variety of church events where they give back. They do food banks, they do different drives. Now you guys are probably doing something, participating, individuals in voting, right? Since it's voting season, so you guys are very engaged with what's going on in the community, things that are happening, the transition of the COVID-19 pandemic. I know it's been very difficult. Elaborate with the people about what things have been different, and for Mental Health Awareness Week, we want to talk about depression and things that you've seen with the kids or experience.
It's been very difficult with the students wearing the mask, having a social distance, doing virtual stuff. It's just been very tough on them. They can't do normal activities, sit with their friends that much. They have to keep 6 feet apart.
Which you guys are pretty much doing. You guys, even though it's during the weekend, you guys still have little activities and stuff going on here. So what have you been experiencing?
As being a youth member of the neighborhood and the community, I would say that as being a participant in a lot of the community activities, it's very helpful because we get to go outside of the house because we've been trapped in for months now, and it's just a lot of help because parents have a lot of stress on their plate.
A lot of stress, I can imagine. So with your age group, tell the audience, what is your age group? How did it affect people, or your peers basically? How did it affect your peers with like depression or anger, or like what are you seeing or experiencing with individuals in your age group?
I mean, being a 13-year-old, I would say it's probably hit a lot of children pretty hard. Some of them not that many.
Not that many. So social distancing and things of that sort, like from a mental health professional point of view, explain how did you come into the rec, kind of like not being able to come to the rec and do a lot of activities that you normally would do. How did that make you feel that things were virtually?
Yeah, it's been very challenging. Can't do the normal day activities and go back to the normal stuff. Hopefully
basketball and things of that, arts and stuff like that.
All the children activities have been very hard on them. They've been asking a lot if we can go back to the normal stuff. Hopefully we can soon, and just keep them updated. Yeah,
most definitely. So tell my audience, mention how you guys work with churches, because I know the city of Orlando works with the Salvation Army, works with Goodwill. works with different groups and they facilitate different meetings virtually, some in person to a certain capacity. With the state of Florida, we're only allowed to do 50 to 75% of opening building capacity. So how does that affect the way that you guys receive resources from the city or federal grant aids?
Yeah, it's been pros and cons. They come, we have meetings, they help the children in need, whoever need clothes, they help them with if they have homework virtually, and give them food, they bring food baskets and all that. So they've been very helpful.
So, okay. So I heard that, well, I know this for a fact. Recently I spoke with Chris, the person that's over the NAMI institution over on Silver Star. He also mentioned that they have family support groups and different interventions for people that's going through crisis, suicide, schizophrenia, different behavior